Hi, my name is Sarah. Let me start off by saying thank you for checking out my GoFundMe page. Even if you're unable to donate today, please share my page. Every share helps. Thank you. I've been making these super soft Afghans to raise money to pay down debt from medical bills and being unable to work due to Lyme disease. When I was about 6 or 7 years old, I had a bullseye rash on my thigh. My mom, worried about Lyme, took me to the doctors. The doctor did a blood test, which came back negative, and I was not given any treatment for Lyme. At about age 14, I was diagnosed with idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura, or ITP, which I've been told was due to the Lyme. Thankfully, the ITP eventually went into remission. Throughout college, due to Lyme, I struggled a lot with retaining information, focusing, depression, and anxiety. I was able to, through stubborn determination, finish my bachelor's degree in special education. Life proceeded, and I struggled at times, but I began teaching, and I loved it so much. I loved my students, the impact I had as a teacher, and the growth I saw in my students. Even when things got really hard and really dark, my students were my reason for getting up every day and pushing through the difficult times. But eventually it started catching up to me. Memory problems, severe fatigue, and pain started seeping into every aspect of my life, and it began to become more and more difficult just to push everything aside. I started searching for answers. And even though I was discouraged by misdiagnoses and the dismissal by doctors, I had to find out what was wrong and find someone who could help me. I was afraid I was on the verge of losing my job teaching, losing my husband, and honestly, possibly even losing my life. In December of 2015, I finally got my Lyme diagnoses. Due to treatment, which tends to make my already bad symptoms even worse, I had to go on a medical leave. It broke my heart to leave my job teaching in Holly, and I still miss teaching my colleagues and my students. My life today isn't all that exciting. On average, I sleep about 12 hours a day, but I'm still so exhausted, I'm unable to do what most other people consider normal. I am for the most part stuck at home, and I have to pick and choose what I can do in a day. So I do a lot of crocheting. It helps pass the time and makes me feel somewhat productive. Overall, I work really hard to try to stay positive. I am determined to get better. The ultimate goal of this fundraiser, though, is to pay off the debt I've acquired over the last 2 years. Insurance doesn't pay for most of my treatments, so it's all gone on my credit cards. If, once I pay off those bills, I have any extra funds, that extra money will go into an account to be used solely for future medical expenses. Thank you again for taking the time to listen to my story. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.